Internet, my name is Zippy and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program on Wings. We are back with the Eeloo 1 mission, and just a few days have passed since we finished off our EVE mission, where we finished off the last contract for some science data from space around EVE. And now I set up a maneuver node with a burn of 2053 meters per second, and the burn is coming up in about half an hour, and this burn will bring us back home to Kerbin within the next 285 days. And well, this is pretty amazing. This is really amazing. So our two carbonauts, well, only Johnski is looking forward to this. Lembro is a little bit sad that he now has to leave Eeloo. And also for me, it's a little bit, well, it's interesting because I'm now coming to the end of the expedition to all the different celestial bodies of the Kerbal system. And well, this is really an important moment for me, because it was such a long voyage to finish off there, landing on all the different celestial bodies, and now I'm getting closer to the end, and soon all my spacecrafts will be on their return flight back home to Kerbin after they landed on all the different celestial bodies. So yeah, this is really exciting, and I think this is quite a large burn, so around 5 minutes. And I noticed one other thing with the... Wait, let me at first focus on this. And 3, 2, 1, and full throttle. Okay, it's about 9-minute burn, so I can... Wait, let me just finish my other thought. I noticed that my light was running, and I think maybe the light has also caused that I was running out of electric charge as I was returning back to space with the Eeloo 1 mission. And okay, now we are performing the burn. Now we are about to start our return flight back home to Kerbin, and as I said, it's a little bit sad, but the good news is that, well, with the next version of Kerbal Space Program, they are planning to implement new biomes for all the different celestial bodies. So in this case, we have a reason to visit again some of the planets of the Kerbal system, and this is pretty amazing. And maybe we have a reason to bring with us some kind of rover or so that we are able to explore different biomes. And yeah, I think this is a great opportunity, and I'm really looking forward to this. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, but right now we are getting closer to the end of the career mode season, because then we finish to land on all the different celestial bodies. Well, this is an interesting moment for me to start the end of this whole journey, but on the other hand, I have so many great ideas for the upcoming episodes that I'm also, yeah, I'm really looking forward to what is coming up next. And now, as usual, we have quite a large burn to complete, and in this case, I think we will use some time-lapse and some background music, and I will be back as soon as we are about to finish this burn. Okay, just half a minute is left, and then we are on our way back home to Kerbin. So, as you can see, we have already achieved quite a distance to Eeloo, And well, this is pretty amazing how fast we are now leaving this planet. And let us now switch over to the orbital map to see the last parts of our burn. Only a few meters per second to go. Let me just throttle down a bit so that I'm not overshooting. And I hope that when we're coming to the end of the burn, we will have our encounter with Kerbin. But I'm not quite sure if this is really working out as intended. We are getting now to the end of the burn. And okay, the burn is over, but we are not having an encounter with Kerbin. This is bad. This is really bad. What is now our sun apoapsis and what is the of our trajectory? I'm not quite sure. Let me now remove this maneuver node. Okay, Kerbin is a little bit ahead of us. So we need to change just a little bit our trajectory. Let me set up a maneuver node. I hope I can fix this very quickly. 6 minutes to go to fix this. Let me see. So I assume we need to just speed up a bit. Let me see. It's getting closer, but now we don't have any encounter. It's bad. So I need maybe to manipulate a little bit the inclination. Okay, there is... this is always bad to figure out how to get the best encounter. Okay, I think this will now take some time to change the maneuver node so that we do have an encounter once again. I will do this and I will bring you back in as soon as I have set up the right maneuver node. Okay, here I'm back again, and I found a good maneuver node to change our trajectory so that we are able to have an encounter with Kerbin. And well, let me just... I hope I can perform this burn right now. I don't want to wait these 13 minutes, so let me just figure out if this is working well. And yeah, it's just a 70 or a 75 meters per second burn. Let us ignite our engines once again. Okay. Full throttle once again. I hope this will change our trajectory so that we are having finally our encounter with Kerbin, so that we are on a return flight back home. Okay, let me at first cut the engine and do it very, very slowly. Easy, easy, easy. And cut the engine. Well done, well done. Okay, we now have an Kerbin periapsis in 285 days. This is cool, this is cool. So, wow, we are almost about 1000 kilometers away from Eeloo. This is cool, this is cool. Let us enjoy, for the last time, the view out of the window back to Eeloo. This is an interesting view. This is quite an interesting view. Goodbye, Eeloo. Goodbye. It was nice to land on you. It was nice to visit you. But now it's time to separate and to say goodbye. And yeah, maybe we will come back to you later on. But right now, it's time for us to return back home to Kerbin. And well, this is now what we are doing. And okay, with this, all of our interplanetary missions are now on our return flight. And well, the periapsis is currently at 76,000 kilometers, so this is a little bit high. So over the period of our return flight, we have to perform some kind of trajectory change, and well, we do have also some trajectory changes coming up for our Joule expedition. So I will bring you back in once we have the next trajectory change coming up. So yeah, let me do this. Okay, about 130 days have passed, and all of our 3 Joule expedition flights are now within the orbit of Dres, and they're getting closer to their arrival back home at Kerbin. And the Albatross mission, the Tylo lander, and the Bob expedition is now only 34 days out of the arrival at Kerbin, and this is pretty cool. The Eeloo 1 mission is currently in an orbit between Joule, Eeloo, and Dres, so this flight makes also some good progress. And as you can see right now, we have an upcoming maneuver in 22 hours for the Albatross mission. And so yeah, let's do this maneuver. Let's switch over to the Albatross mission, we can get a little bit closer to the maneuver. Dodo and Sidram are happy, they are smiling, because they are aware that they are only about a month away from their return back home to Kerbin. And now, it's just a very, very small burn I have to perform in order to change a little bit their trajectory so that they will arrive pretty close to Kerbin. Let me just speed up a little bit. And okay, I think 2 hours or 3 hours is close enough. So what is the maneuver doing? This is hard to see from this position. Let me just focus view on Kerbin. Our current trajectory is at 78,000 kilometers, and after the burn we will reduce our Kerbin periapsis, well, not to 25 kilometers, we need to bring it down to maybe 32 kilometers so that we have a good aero capture. But yeah, this is now our main goal. And we will now perform this burn. Let me just aim for the maneuver node. Okay, very good, very good. So now, let's start our engines, and as you can see, the periapsis is decreasing. This is very good, this is very good. And I need to make sure that I'm not overshooting. Maybe I have to adjust the last few changes of the trajectory with RCS, because I don't want to have a crash landing on Kerbin, or I do not want to have a direct impact on Kerbin. So let me just do it very... Oh, we do have a Moon encounter. This is interesting. Let me now bring this down. 300, 120. Okay, we are pretty close. Let me enable RCS, and let me just do gentle impulses. Yeah, 36, 35. Let me one additional 32, 32. This is good enough. This is exactly what I wanted. So this should result in a good aero capture. This is amazing. This is amazing. Okay, we have set up or we have done a correction burn for our first dual expedition flight. This is very amazing. They do have enough fuel left over to perform some minor changes. This is amazing. And now I have to switch to another vessel. I have to switch over to Touchdown version 3 because there is an issue with this mission. Let me just switch to it. Okay, here we are, here we are. Optop and Handler Kerbin. They are happy. And, well, the main issue for this flight is that I'm not able to set up any maneuver nodes. Well, as you can see, I can set up a maneuver node on the purple trajectory, which is okay, but this isn't really helping me for the purpose of setting up a maneuver node for arriving back home at Kerbin. And yeah, I can now see the whole trajectory, but all I can see is a purple sphere, so I'm not able to perform any change to the trajectory or to set up any maneuver node, and this is really problematic. So the best thing I can now think, we need to play basically by the seat of our pants. Let me focus view on Kerbin. Okay, we are this far out, and yeah, now it's just hoping for the best. I think, how much RCS do we have left? We do have enough RCS, so I think I will try to change a little bit our trajectory using RCS. And as you have seen, I can't set up a maneuver node, so I have just to think, okay, when I'm doing a burn, a retrograde burn, then my periapsis is increasing. So this is not helpful. Let me now do basically a burn in the opposite direction. Yeah, as you can see, we are now changing our periapsis. This is good. No. Let me switch off RCS so that I'm not using RCS. So I will now perform at first a prograde burn. This is really complicated to get home if you have to do it this way. Okay, now I'm aiming for the prograde vector. Very good. And let me now at first perform a burn with the main engine. And this is really problematic if you're not able to set up any maneuver node. Okay, now we are coming to the point that we are a little bit below Kerbin. This means we need... What symbol is the right one? I think we need to test this out. I think I need to do a burn in this direction. Let me just see. Let me aim for this. It's not very helpful that the orbit is so wonky. Okay, now it's good. Let me enable RCS once again, and yeah, okay, like this. So I can also use my main engine for this purpose. I'm now bringing my trajectory up. This is good. Oh, I do have an encounter with the moon. This is interesting. Okay. So far so good. I'm now having an encounter with the moon. And now I think I need to perform another prograde burn. Let me turn around. So this is really a challenge. But yeah, I think this is good. That's good. Okay, now let's do another burn. Okay, that's exactly what I want. We are getting closer. We are only 600 kilometers out. Let me now use RCS. Wow. A short burst of RCS is getting us that deep. Or that close. This is interesting. Okay, 196. I like to reduce it as well to about 30 kilometers. Oh, no, we do have a collision course. Let me remove this. Okay. One gentle impulse once again. 28. Okay, I think this is good enough. I hope. Let me just switch off RCS. We do have 780 units of liquid fuel left, so I think when I'm getting closer to Kerbin, I can change this a little bit even more. But yeah, okay, we have managed to change our trajectory without the use of any maneuver node. This is pretty cool. Now, 2 flights are on a good trajectory. Let me now return back home to the Space Center, and let's analyze once again our current situation. Okay, the Albatross mission is having a Kerbin periapsis of 33 kilometers, very good. Touchdown version 3 is having a Kerbin periapsis of 28 kilometers, very good. Pull Expedition has a maneuver node coming up in 27 days to change their periapsis. And Eeloo 1 has a maneuver node coming up in 106 days to change their periapsis. This is very good. Albatross will be arriving at Kerbin in 33 days. Touchdown version 3 will arrive in 62 days, and the Pole Expedition will arrive in 55 days. So the next thing we can do is the trajectory change for the Pole Expedition. So yeah, let me just do a quick time warp, and I will bring you back in once we are about to perform this maneuver. Okay, here we are. We are only 19 hours out of our maneuver node for the Pole Expedition, so about 29 days have passed since our last correction burns, and this maneuver node will reduce our periapsis from 57,000 kilometers down to 25 kilometers, and I will reduce my periapsis that much because the Pole Expedition consists only out of 1 capsule, so I can go for a direct approach to enter the thicker part of the atmosphere to go for a direct landing, and so that I'm not need to establish at first an orbit in order to land 1 capsule after the other. And well, this is pretty cool. Now let me aim for the maneuver node, and then we should do a short time warp to get a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer to the maneuver node. Let me speed up a little bit. And while we are doing this, you can see when we are zooming out that all of our 3 dual expedition return flights are now in an orbit or in within the orbit of Dunar. And yeah, this is pretty cool. The Eeloo expedition is now within an orbit of Dress. So yeah, we are making definitely progress. We are getting closer and closer to our arrival back home at Kerbin. And well, this is really amazing, and this is cool. And now 10 hours out, 9 hours. Let me at first switch back to the spacecraft view. Okay, I think 8 hours out is close enough for this maneuver node. Let's do the burn. Let us see this from this perspective. I'm aiming for the maneuver node, and let me ignite my engine. Very good. We are now performing the burn. We are reducing our periapsis. This is cool. This is definitely cool. Okay, we just had an encounter with the moon. And... oh no, we had an encounter with Minmus, not with the moon. This is completely new. Okay, just a few meters to go. And let me do it. Oh, I need to adjust with the maneuver node. Come on. Okay, maybe like this. And stop it right now. 192. 53. Okay, I think I can finish off with RCS. Okay. 39 is what? It's a little bit hard to see. We are now crashing into Kerbin. No, no, no. This is a little bit too close. Too close, too close. 12 kilometers. 20 kilometers. Okay. Okay, let's go for 19. Let's go for 19. This is good enough. Okay. So, we have changed the trajectory for the pole expedition as well. And the next thing is now the arrival of the Albatross mission, because the Albatross mission should be only few days out of Kerbin. Let me just check this. Albatross. Albatross is out 5 days and 22 hours, and then we will have the encounter with Kerbin. And just to be sure, the Eeloo 1 mission has the correction burn coming up in 79 days. So yeah, I will do now a short time warp for about 5 days, and then I will bring you back in once we are about to arrive at Kerbin. Okay, here we are, here we are. We are only about 10 hours out of our encounter with Kerbin, and we already are able to see Kerbin, and over there is probably the moon. At least there's a small pixel, and I assume this is the moon, and over here is Kerbin. So yeah, we made it, we made it. The Albatross mission is about to return back home to Kerbin. Durdur and Sidrum are happy because they are now aware that they are coming back home, and I'm here in a spacecraft. I'm not quite sure which spacecraft this is. Well, let me just stop doing this. I'm not quite sure if this is this spacecraft or the other one. But yeah, we are now getting back home. Let us now... yeah, 9 hours and 21 minutes. Let us speed up a little bit in time to get closer to our Kerbin encounter. We speed up a little bit more, but don't overshoot, don't overshoot. Just a few minutes. Okay, 7 minutes, this is good. I like to get a little bit closer. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Only a few seconds. Let me just do a quick save just in case. And... okay, the last few seconds. And yeah, this is definitely the moon. Over there is Kerbin. And Durdur and Sidrum are smiling. They are so happy that they are now about to return back home. And now they are in the sphere of influence of Kerbin, and their current periapsis is 32 kilometers. So this is exactly what we wanted. And we are now going for our arrow capture. Let us speed up in time. Let us fly closer to Kerbin. I think I can speed up a bit more. Okay, now let's reduce a bit. And okay, we are now in the shadow of Kerbin. We have a beautiful view over to the moon. And we are only 280 kilometers above the surface or the mean sea level of Kerbin. Let me just rotate around and aim for the... well, wait, I'm not quite sure. I think the more heavier part is in front of the spacecraft. So let me rotate the spacecraft around once again, so that the more heavy part is facing toward the prograde vector. I think this could be better, otherwise I think the spacecraft will just flip around. Okay, we are only 190 kilometers. Let me now retract our solar panels. So, well, we will discard the travel stage anyway, but I don't want to damage it right now because we will need the solar panels at least for the time until the first spacecraft has separated and has landed on the surface of Kerbin. Okay, 140 kilometers and decreasing. We are falling down pretty fast. And it's still 32 kilometers. Yeah, I think this should be good enough. This should be definitely good enough. Okay. The first 2 Kerbinauts are returning back home from Jewel. This is amazing. And they will... yeah, they will finish off, at least Dodo will finish off one of the contracts, the science data from space around Bob. Dodo has stored some data from Bob, and he will deliver it once he has landed on the surface of Kerbin. So this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. And we are now getting closer to our aero capture. Unfortunately, we are doing this in the nighttime side, but well, the good thing of this is that we will have more spectacular re-entry effects when we are hitting the atmosphere. Okay, our velocity starts to decrease. This is good. This is good. Data and Syndrome are enjoying this, and now here we are. Here we go. Here we go. We now are experiencing the re-entry effects. This is good. This is definitely good. Okay, this is a hot re-entry. Or, well, not a re-entry, but a hot aero capture. This looks cool. This definitely looks cool. Okay, very good, very good. So what is our velocity doing? It's decreasing. This is good, this is good. I hope we are losing enough velocity so that we are getting captured and that we can enter an orbit around Kerbin later on. Oh, look at this. The horizon gets brighter and brighter. This is cool. Soon we will be able to see the sun. Both Kerbinauts are happy. Okay. We are losing more and more velocity. This is good. Still, we are enjoying the re-entry, or we are experiencing the re-entry effects, and the sun has risen. This is cool. This is a great view. Okay, they have they returned? Let us switch. No, we are still on an escape trajectory. We are almost out of the thickest parts of the atmosphere, so we are still very fast. Let us now turn our spacecraft around. We now have to perform a retrograde burn in order to get captured. Okay. Full throttle. Good that we do have some units of liquid fuel left, as we are now performing our retrograde burn in order to get captured by Kerbin. But the good thing is that the atmosphere had definitely helped us to reduce our velocity. And here, now, the Kerbin escape is increasing. This is good, this is good. And we are enjoying a beautiful view. Wait, let me just switch over. Yeah, we can have a great interior view. We can see some island passing by. We can see the horizon. This is a cool view. This is definitely a cool view. And what about our trajectory? Still, we are not captured. We are not captured yet. We still have to continue our burn. And this is very good that we do have some liquid fuel left. Okay, both Kerbinauts are happy. Maybe I will have to do the same thing with the Touchdown version 3 mission, and this mission is returning back home. Okay, now we are captured, I like to reduce this orbit, or the... oh, we do have an encounter with the moon, no, not with the moon. I like to reduce it to... yeah, to this. So, in 5 hours we will arrive at the apoapsis. Our current periapsis is still pretty low, and this is good, because then we will perform out here at the Kerbin apoapsis our separation, so that one of the two spacecraft will separate and remain on the current trajectory with the low periapsis, so that this spacecraft will land on the surface of Kerbin, and the other spacecraft will be attached or will remain attached to the driving section and will perform a short maneuver in order to increase the periapsis so that this spacecraft will not experience the re-entry effects once again. And on the next orbit, the second spacecraft will reduce once again the periapsis and will land as well on the surface of Kerbin. So yeah, this is our goal for our next episode, because now we are at the end of today's episode. This was pretty exciting. We left Eeloo, we did some correction burns, and our first dual expedition flight has returned back home to Kerbin. And yeah, Dodo and Sidrum are now happy. They are about to return back home to Kerbin. And with this, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope you will be joining me in the next episode when we are performing the landing of these two Kerbinauts. In this case, until next time, my name is Abby. See you!